Hey there, welcome back. It's episode 8 of Dominating Denmark. It's been a while since we've been together. Some new stuff happening on the channel, some new series starting, all that kind of stuff. We're going to go into the last game of the season, and we have a lot of scouting to do, and we've got some shout outs to give to our scouts in the comments. We're at. We won our game away to Svendborg. Didn't move us up in the table a bit because everybody else won, but we're on 30 points. A win today could potentially catapult us to third place, which does us no good. But maybe it'll make some of the lads happier and they'll stick around for next season. Really frustrated with that. You'll notice our bank balance isn't as bad as it once was. Well, it's because the board gave us an extra £400,000. You know it's bad when the board gives you £400,000 and you're still 315 in the hole. And you're under the payroll budget. Anyway, so like I said, we won the game. We smashed them quite nicely, playing counterattacking soccer. Daniel Holm with the brace. Called Toft getting a header in the 12th minute, the center back on loan. So that was away, and then 3 days later we come home to host them again, which is the weirdest end of a season I think I've ever seen. With the back-to-back, but we're not going to complain about it. I want to give a shout-out to Jonas Amundsen, okay? In the comments, he gave a long list of players to scout, and Provensis as well gave me some players. Some of them looked a little too expensive. I mean, I haven't fully scouted them, to be fair. Like, we just sent them out, but just looking at what they're getting paid. They're too expensive. Some of them are, like some of the guys at OB, whatever that is, are getting like $875 a week, which is way, that's like the guy we got rid of. That's way above our payroll. And one of the guys, I've got to look it up here, David Devdarini, who is a free agent that Jonas mentioned, is actually now a scout. He gave up. He's like 29. Kind of feel bad for him. We could have probably used him. But we're going to go into the scouting after this game. I'm going to dissect the roster and could really use your help in picking who to keep, who to not keep, who to contract to renew or to offer a contract if they're an amateur, something like that. So stick around after the game. All right, let's get to it. Here we go. This is the squad today. We're going to go with Simon the Giant, Volgaardsen, Stockholm. You know what, Volgaardsen? He's played all right. But we're going to bring Nielsen in just to give Nielsen some game time. This game doesn't really matter, really. We got Stockholm, who's our captain. Lundberg is going to come in for Kaltoft, even though he played really well, and he's not match fit at all, just to get him some game time because we're stuck with Lundberg through next season, unless somebody wants to give us a grand for him, in which case, come on down. We'll play Larson. Peterson is finally back from international duty. Awesome. Nyborg, who's played pretty well, 698 for us this season on loan. Austin Kerr, who I'm not sure we're going to keep. Falk, who's been playing well the last 5. Camille and Holm. We now have a bunch of U21s on the bench. Helps to get some loanees. Set them on the bench. All right. We won the last game, as I mentioned. That's apparently the only time we've ever played. That's interesting. We're playing control, flexible, shorter passing. We're going to bump it up to mixed. We're going to get crazy. And we're going to go normal on that. I think I had some of my instructions from the counterattacking on. Let's get into the game. So I do want to thank you guys. This is probably in the last, this isn't even the full month of June by the time you see this. But pretty much the last 28 days, all of my Dominating Denmark videos are the most watched videos on the channel in the last 28 days. That means you guys, I know we've got a sudden contingent of Danish viewers have been absolute legends, and you're actually clicking through, you're watching, means a ton. It makes me want to stay in Denmark. Yeah, Henriksen. Oh, loving that. Motivated. Pick up where you left off last time. You smashed their faces in. One guy's like, oh, guys, this is good. I thought he had a good idea. But you guys have been awesome with all the comments. It's crazy to watch. Like I'm a junkie with the analytics on the phone. Like as soon as I release the video, it's like the views just spike up because it feels like everybody in Denmark is watching. And we've given them the goal in the first 4 minutes. Thanks for being here. Not much to say there. We probably should have stepped to that. Let's watch it again. Mac. Is that Lundberg? Of course it is. I mean, Jorgensen should have gotten. I mean, he got a hand to it. We'll try a short passing. Passing blind. Host and care. Oh, unfortunate. Okay, boys. Humlegard, they're mad about the game where we smashed them in 3-0. They're gonna try and treat us. Yes, they are going to try and treat us. Alrighty, we're gonna go attacking. You go attack. That's what you do, right? That's what you do. We're gonna stay short of pressure. We're gonna try the passion to space. We're gonna go fluid. The game is going on behind me without me. Can we make something happen? Again, this game doesn't really matter. I'm not too chuffed about it. There goes that guy again. Yep, they're mad, my friends. Wow. 14 minutes, 3-0. Fine. I'm not too upset about this. I did bring the center backs up. They've been playing slightly deeper the entire season. Not another one. Another one. So maybe that's it. I don't know. But while this is going on, let's talk about what we're going to do. So the board, as of before this video, we're at like 51, 52%. Happy with us enough to keep us around. They gave us the extra 400,000 pounds. Sorgensen, you could have just kicked that. Anyway, so I think they're going to keep us for another year. I know our contract's good for another year, so I think we're good to go there. This is an appalling performance. Lundberg on a 5.6. He's just gonna come off. Whoop. Yeah. Hey, come here, mate. Yeah. Yeah, he's really bad. No worries. We've got to keep him till next season. Excellent stuff. But we do plan on staying. I do want to try and get us promoted. I mean, as long as the board will have me, I'm gonna do this series. So that's the hope. Not another one. Oh, Jorgensen stops that one, and we actually prevent it from going. Oh, that was making me nervous with Nielsen there. It was making me really nervous with Nielsen there. But as I was saying, as long as the board will keep us, we'll stick around. So we definitely want to do that. We do have the new series starting on the channel. Let's see, this episode's going to go up tomorrow. As of yesterday, the episode of or the series of Darkest Dungeon, the new DLC, the Crimson Court, looks quite nice. What a stop by Jorgensen. So hopefully you enjoy that, because with the Darkest Dungeon stuff, that's a new thing. That's going outside of Football Manager. It's kind of strange. Things are going weird. They've had 12 shots, 11 on target. So... right. But what I'm doing in the Darkest Dungeon save is I'm taking you guys, you subscribers, the people who are commenting a lot, and I'm throwing you into the party that goes out into the dungeons, which is kind of cool. Only problem is there's permadeath, which means if you die, you're dead. Right. So this has gone horrific. It's my phone telling me it went horrific. Excellent. I mean, what are we going to change, right? Or just stick to it. It doesn't matter. I guess I didn't even do a pep talk. Pep talk should have been like, guys, that was absolutely horrific. Hey, what are you going to do, right? Okay, cleared by Stockholm. He actually cleared it. He didn't hit it off someone's face or the back of his teammate. Actually got to clear. It's home. Trying to salvage one. It's 1-on-7. He's got it though. Falk. Nyborg. Nice ball through to Camille. Hey, I thought he was going to hit the post and go wide. We actually claw one back here. That no pep talk thing. Yeah, that's what it was. Let's watch that again. That was like the one positive moment in the game for us. Camille. Ooh, just barely nicks it in there. Stockholm's going to score from here. No, Nyborg. He's got Camille again. Camille, the runner. They've decided not to guard him. Home. Hey, hey. I just walked into the... I'm now, as I'm saying this, I'm like, did I hit something during the pep talk? But I'm thinking I didn't. So we'll just go with it. I just walked in and went... and walked out. And they were like, oh, boss, we gotta do better for the gaffer. Look at those ratings. That's all over the place. They've only had one shot since they've come out of the halftime. That's kind of nice. Okay, they're bringing on some dude. All right, we're gonna respond. We're gonna take Reinert Peterson, who has been playing internationally and quite poorly. I guess I should have noted that. Yeah, it's not so good. Yeah, so we'll just leave it like that for now. Actually, no, we're making changes. We're going wholesale. Badran coming in for Larson. Good old Badran never gets a game. He's coming on. Let's go, boys. Can we claw two more back to salvage a draw? Nope. Sure can't. Jorgensen. That was a long kick. Nielsen over the top to Holm. Can he make a mistake with the keeper? Ooh. Almost. Dyer? Maybe it's Dyer. We have 6 people surrounding Carrera and he just scored. That is unbelievably poor defending. I guess I should have to be, well, he's on cover and on defensive center back. Oh, weird things happen when you don't watch okay. The game's freaking out. It's like, change camera angle, I don't know how. Jorgensen, and that'll be enough of that. 5-2, inspiring way to finish the season. Make that crystal clear. That was not good enough. Most of you aren't going to be here next season anyway. So that doesn't change the standings. We're still in 8th place. We could have been up here in 7th place. All the way in 7th place. Or no, because they would have been on 32. So maybe 6th place. It doesn't really matter now, does it? So now... after that finishes, I'm going to go get another round of scout reports, and then I'm going to show you the team, and I'm going to ask for your help in helping determine where we take this squad. All right, be right back. All right, so let's take a look here at the end of season awards. Stockholm running away with the fans player of the season, followed by Austin Kerr and Camille, which is kind of surprising to me. Home with the goal of the season. We're not even going to watch that. They usually pick horrible goals for this. Reinert Peterson is our signing of the season, which I agree with, and then young player of the season, Daniel Holm, because I think he had the most goals. We're down to 49%, makes me a little bit nervous. Obviously, competitions they're not happy about. Matches they're okay with, which is weird because the competitions, whatever. Transfers is what they're really not happy about, and that's because we didn't spend all that much cash. I mean, Peterson is pretty much the only one we signed. We got our preseason worked out. Let's take a look at the squad here. Okay, so most appearances from Jorgensen and Camille played the same amount, 68686. Okay, then Larson, Holm, Stockholm, Volkartsen was our starter there. Austin Kerr, Peterson got about half the games there. Picked him up in I think the middle of the season. And then it was kind of a mixed bag. Leading goal scorer, Daniel Holm, which is surprising to me. He's $325 a week. His contract's up in 12 days. Player contract renewals. Offer him a new deal. It said he's considering leaving due to the club's performance. So I'm afraid he's going to ask for a lot of money. And he did bang in 13 goals for us, 2 assists, 2 players in the match. So want to get your thoughts there. Should we keep Daniel Holm, or if we are going to keep him, how much money should we offer him? Because we're going to be working off of a budget next season of 4.4 a week. We're currently spending 33.41, but that's about to drop drastically because of the players that are going to drop off. Austin Kerr coming up behind him with 5 and 5. Camille with 4 and 9, 9 assists. Nice job, Camille. He's also coming up, so that's another one to decide about. I kind of like Camille because he can play on either side. He prefers the left side there. Just looking at the inside forward. Good dribbling, first touch. He's definitely more of a support player, I think. We did use him as an attacker. He scored four times. He's got 9 assists. Again, contract up in 12 days. Would you keep Beren Camille? Dyer with 3 and 2, and then it kind of just gets real strange, right? Again, running away with the assists. Camille coming in from the wings. Austin Kerr. Nyborg with 2, Holm with 2, and Falk, even though he played him 7 games, nice pickup there until next season. That advanced playmaker already making an impact from an assist standpoint. Average ratings, Kaltoft. Oh, if we could keep him somehow, I would be so happy. Stockholm playing well. The captain there, he's still good. Yep, he's on contract another year. Austin Kerr, Nyborg, Falk. So kind of the same suspects, although I'm kind of pleased with Mirabel. He's 2-star. He's falling apart. But 11 appearances, 11 starts, and a sub appearance on a 6.88 for no dollars a week is not bad, my friends. Home striker 6.89, not great, even though they banged in 13 goals, which is surprising to me. We want to get that up towards 20 next season, I think. Key passes, Camille making the case to be kept around. Header, Stockholm and Koltov, so the back line. Ooh, look at that. That's incredible. Stockholm and Larson with some tackles. Volkartsen with some good tackles. Koltoft. And then mistakes. Larson, Stockholm. I mean, that's going to happen on the back end. So let's look at our expiring contracts here. So you got Emil Dyer, 15 appearances, 3 goals, 2 assists, 6.89. He's 170 a week on the right side. You know, recommended not to offer him any deal because, I mean, he is 33. Would you keep Emil Dyer? Let me know. So I'm going to go through some of these, and then we can kind of figure out how much money we'll have once you guys leave your comments. It may take a little bit. You know, I may not put out a video 2 days from now with another one because I want to kind of process your comments, look up some of the scouts of it or the scouted players that are available, stuff like that. Sunstrup is already gone, or he's already signed his contract with his next club. 1.5 star, $230 a week, absolutely robbing us blind. I'm gonna go with Austin Kerr on the 6.98, 23 appearances. Came on at the end of the season. I wasn't really impressed at the beginning part of the season. I don't think I was, at least. He's 28. Physicals are okay. 3-star, and he's 300 a week. Could we get better for 300 a week? Camille, I think I've convinced myself to keep Camille, but it's all about does he want to raise? Does he want to go off of 325? That's what makes me nervous there. Zimling is a 2.5 star, 170 a week. I mean, 12 appearances, 6.68. I do not think he's worth keeping around, so I think that's going to free up some cash for us. Volkartsen, I am not thrilled with either of our right backs. I mean, he's 2-star. He's got 9 marks. If we play him in just a defensive fullback, he's okay. But once you start going in the support area, it kind of makes me a little nervous. Not crazy about him, and he's 150 a week. Simon Stage didn't play a game, 140 a week. Just bad. 5 marking, 6 tackling. I don't know why we have this guy. We'll see you later. Daniel Holm, I think we need to keep around. Good rating, 13 goals, 2 assists. 325 a week is a lot for us, but that's what I'm thinking there. Anderson was kind of our backup rotational ball-winning midfielder. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel. He's got great aggression. His marking's not great, tackling, but he's also 300 a week. And so a 6.78 on 17 total appearances for 300 a week seems like a lot. Maybe you disagree. Viscom, I love. He's 15 a week. He's going to want a raise. Recommend that you offer him a new deal because he's got significant potential. He's 5-star. I just don't want him to want too much money, but we've been leaving him on the bench. Although contract expiring due to the league performance, he's considering not sticking with us. But for 15 a week, that's a pretty admirable 6.75 for a 17-year-old on 11 sub appearances of 1 start. I'm not upset with that at all. Adam Jakobsen, who's our other youngster, didn't get any playing time. He's got really good finishing first touch, but his concentration is bad. Bad. They're recommending we offer him. Kind of depends on how much he wants. He's 70 a week. I mean, we can afford 70 a week. And then Grossen, Larson, Nyborg, Koltoft are all loanees. Is there anybody up here that's free that you want to keep around? Let me know. Nielsen maybe is a backup. Venner, I like Venner. He's got potential. I'm just afraid he's going to want a contract and cost us some money. Kaladin, I feel like I'm torn on him. He is an under 21, and that is important in this league. 17 sub appearances, 674 rating though. It's just kind of Hammershaj was Hammershaj. I don't know. I apologize. Was that guy we picked up because he could play anywhere, but we pretty much played him as a ball-winning midfielder, sometimes as a central midfielder. I think we can keep him around to have some older stability, older player, 30 years old type deal. Mirabel, although he played well, I mean, I'd keep him as a free, for as an amateur contract. Same thing with Sorensen as a backup. But man, when I look at this roster, Larson's okay. I'm okay with Larson. I'm looking at my my cheat sheet here. Center back. Let's just do this. Goalkeepers were good. I like Jorgensen for this level at 65 week. Brylov is a decent backup. That's fine. Stage is going to be gone on the left side. Badran is the backup. I mean, we'll keep him around on an amateur contract, but not crazy about him as a backup. Would like to get a better backup for Larson. Center backs, Stockholm's on contract for another year. We have Hansen, who's okay. Lundberg, who has not impressed me. I know he's on a 6.85, but look at those last five. 6.34 in his last five. So maybe if he's in a starter role, he'll be okay. We have him on contract. We can't get rid of him. So it's probably going to be Stockholm and Lundberg next season. Venner is a pretty good backup. So I feel like we got 4 center backs. We're okay. I'd love to have Koltoff, though. Please stay. Please come play with us. He's only getting paid $275 a week. I'd pay $275 a week for a 19-year-old that's 4.5 star. Sure would. Valued at 4.1K. Delicious. And then on the right side, you got Nielsen, who's on a free, who's okay. He's not great. 6.59 in the league. That's very, very bad. You knew that, but I'm going to remind you that that's very bad. Where's Volkartsen? There he is on the right side. 6.83 for a 2-star. I mean, but he's 150 a week. So I'd like to see if we can get an upgrade on the right. Like a starting right back would be great. And then in the midfield, Reinert Peterson, 375 a week. 6.86. I'd like more out of him, but again, when we picked him up, 16 games. Let's get him a full season. Hammershaj would keep around as a backup. Zimling, I'm thinking we let Zimling walk. That's just me for 170 a week. Doesn't blow you away. That's just me. You can feel free to disagree. I may be missing something here. Nyborg, we would love to have. Look at that. He's actually improving. He's like one of our only players that's improving. He's 18. He's been starting. He started 14 games. He's lovely. Love him. Anderson, that we mentioned, 14 starts, 6, 7, 8, 300 a week. I think he's definitely walking. Just doesn't blow me away. Just because of the cost. Again, I could be wrong. You give me your thoughts. I've not played in this league before. Viscom, we want to keep around and offer him a contract. And that's pretty much it from a center midfielder. And then you got Dyer, who is just ancient history. He's 33. But, I mean, he played a 6.84 on 15 appearances. Camille, I think I've convinced myself, unless you guys think something's horrifically wrong with him, we're going to keep him around. Austin Kerr is kind of the one I'm on the fence about. 5 goals, 5 assists on a 6.98 in the league is quite nice, but he's 300 a week. Can we afford to keep that around? Kaladin, I think we keep around if he's free. And then it gets kind of sketchy down towards here in the striking department. So we definitely need a striker or two. I like Falk here as our attacking midfielder. But I think that's where we're going to stop for today. Let me know your thoughts. And if you need to go back and then hit pause so you can kind of look at their stats. I wasn't going to spend forever looking at those. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now. And I need your help. Would love your thoughts and comments. You guys have been great this far in the save. So if you've enjoyed that episode, smash a like on it. Even if you haven't, go ahead and do it anyway. Subscribe if you're new. We'll see you in the next episode. I'm going to take all your comments. Like I said, it might take an extra day or two to kind of process that. I'm not giving up on the save. So don't give up on me. I will give up on you guys to kind of process the comments. And then we'll do some transfer business and see what the schedule looks like. And hopefully we can do some friendlies and earn some money to start the preseason. All right. We'll see you in the next episode.